guys, let me introduce myself. So, my name is Carisa Yasmin Fylyli Rahmadhani. So here, I would like to explain to you about how to speak English fluently. So, happy watching and happy listening. Here are some tips for you to learn how to speak English fluently. Part 1 is mimic native speakers. Let's kick things off with our first tip, which involves playing copycat with language. When you mimic native speakers, you get a feel for the rhythm, intonation, and pronunciation of English words and phrases. Here's how it works. Listen carefully to native English speakers, whether it's in movies, TV shows, or everyday conversations. Pay attention to how they say words, how they emphasize certain sounds, and how they string sentences together. Then, try to imitate them. Practice speaking like them, mimicking their tone and cadence. Then, part 2 is twist your words for fluency. Tongue twisters are phrases or sentences that are difficult to say quickly and accurately because they contain similar sounds or tricky combinations of letters. You start with simple tongue twisters like she sells seashells by the seashore or Peter Piper picked a bag of pickled peppers. Practice saying them slowly at first, focusing on pronouncing each word clearly, then gradually increase your speed until you can say the tongue twister quickly without stumbling over your words. The key is to challenge yourself with increasingly difficult tongue twisters as you improve. For example, try saying unique New York or red leather, yellow leather 5 times faster. These tongue twisters will help you develop better control over your speech muscles and improve your pronunciation. Part 3. Talk to yourself in a mirror. This trick might sound a bit silly, but it's a powerful way to boost your English speaking skills. Find a mirror, any mirror will do, and start talking to yourself in English. The conversation could be about anything: your day, your hobbies, your plans for the future. Speak out loud and try to articulate your thoughts as clearly as possible. The mirror serves as your audience, allowing you to see how you look and sound as you speak. Pay attention to your facial expressions, your body language, and your pronunciation. Are you speaking too quickly? Are you mumbling your words? Use the mirror to adjust your speaking style and make improvements. Part 4. Practice roleplay. Continuing our tricks on how to start speaking English, this one turns learning English into a fun and interactive game where you get to step into different roles and scenarios. So, this is how it goes. You find a friend, family member, or even a stuffed toy to play along with you. Then, choose a scenario to act out together, like ordering food at a restaurant, asking for directions, or making small talk at a party. Then, assign roles. One of you can play the customer, while the other plays the waiter. For example, once you have got your roles started, dive into the scene and start speaking in English. Use the vocabulary and phrases you have been learning to make the conversation as natural as possible. Don't worry about making mistakes, that's all part of the fun. Then, learn through music. Still wondering how to speak English? Well, this tip turns your language learning into a musical adventure filled with catchy tunes and memorable lyrics. You can start by choosing some English songs that you enjoy listening to. It could be anything from pop hits to classic rock anthems to catchy tunes from your favorite movie soundtracks. Then, dive into the lyrics and listen to the song carefully, paying attention to the words and phrases being sung. As you listen, try to sing along with the lyrics. Don't worry if you don't get every word right at first. The key is to have fun and immerse yourself into the music. Singing along helps you practice your pronunciation and rhythm while also reinforcing vocabulary and grammar concepts in a memorable way. Part 6. Read aloud news articles regularly. This simple yet effective technique involves picking up news articles written in English and reading them out loud. Find news articles online or in newspapers that interest you. It could be about current events, science, sports, or anything else that catches your eye. Then, take some time each day to read through the articles, but with a twist, read them out loud. As you read, pay attention to your pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. Try to speak clearly and confidently, even if you come across unfamiliar words. The act of reading aloud helps reinforce your English language skills and improve your fluency. The last tips is share short stories in a group setting. Finally, gather your friends, grab a comfy spot, and start sharing your stories. This activity is like hosting a storytelling session with friends, where everyone takes turns sharing short stories or anecdotes in English. Each person could share a personal experience, a funny anecdote, or a fictional tale they have written. For example, you might share a story about a memorable trip you took, a funny encounter you had, or a suspenseful adventure you imagined. Fortunately, there are many websites you can learn English, and here are the examples. So, that's all that I want to explain about. In the end, thank you for watching and listening. Goodbye and have a good day.